time? Is our Stanley Cup window, as the whispers suggest, truly dwindling? Because if recent report are anything to go by, our beloved Maple Leafs are a single injury away from watching their entire house of cards crumble. The glaring Achilles heel? Our center depth. And general manager Brad Treliving, it seems, has a laser focus on a man who could be our ultimate insurance policy, Blake Coleman, the two-time Stanley Cup champion veteran from the Calgary Flames. This isn't just about adding another body to the roster. It's about injecting championship pedigree, a player who can fundamentally transform the identity of our middle six. Insider Chris Johnston has confirmed that Coleman is drawing a lot of interest around the league, putting immense pressure on the Leafs to act decisively before a division rival swoops in. Let's break down why Blake Coleman isn't just a target, but the target for this Maple Leafs team under Craig Berube. Our new coach demands a heavy brand of hockey, defensively responsible, relentless on the forecheck, and unforgiving in every zone. Coleman, quite simply, is the embodiment of that style. Consider the tactical genius of this potential move. The article highlights a crucial point. Coleman could take some pressure off John Tavares in defensive zone starts. Tavares, while still a productive force, doesn't possess the same blistering speed to chase down elite opposing centers night after night. Coleman, however, thrives in those difficult minutes. He would absorb the toughest assignments, allowing Tavares' line to be deployed in more favorable offensive situations, maximizing their impact where they can truly shine. This isn't just a swap, it's a strategic realignment that strengthens our entire lineup. Beyond that, Coleman is an elite-level Swiss Army knife. He's not just a center. He can seamlessly transition to the wing, slide into the top six in case of injury, a scenario we've seen far too often, especially with Auston Matthews' recent absence exposing our lack of options, or anchor a checking line with an iron fist. In a league where versatility is gold, Coleman's flexibility is priceless. And let's not forget the penalty kill. The Leafs desperately need help on special teams. Coleman is a renowned specialist, a threat for shorthanded goals, and a relentless penalty killer, a tool that becomes absolutely vital when the games tighten up in the playoffs. He brings an edge, a tenacity that can turn the tide in crucial moments. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the financial implications. Blake Coleman isn't cheap. He's under contract, and the Flames, fully aware of his value to contending teams, might try to gouge the Maple Leafs. Coleman carries a significant cap hit, around $4.9 million, which means Brad Treliving will need to get creative. However, for a team whose championship window is, as the article starkly puts it, dwindling, paying a premium for competitive certainty is not just justifiable, it's essential. The proposed deal even suggests the Leafs will receive a 2026 third-round pick back, helping to mitigate the cost of any outgoing assets and giving Treliving some valuable draft ammunition. There will always be those who argue that the Leafs should focus on younger, cheaper options. But the strong opinion in this report is crystal clear. It makes no sense to hold anything back. This could very well be the last season this core has a realistic shot at the ultimate prize. Coleman brings the invaluable experience of the Tampa Bay Lightning, where he was a key cog in 2 Stanley Cup victories. He knows how to close out games in June. The Leafs historically do not. He's a proven winner, a battle-tested warrior who understands what it takes to hoist the cup. Blake Coleman is a missing piece, the elite insurance policy that can transform the Leafs' middle six from adequate to dominant. If Brad Treliving can pull off this deal, he will equip Craig Berube with a definitive defensive tool to go toe-to-toe with the Eastern Conference giants in the playoffs. This isn't just a trade, it's a statement. It's a declaration that the Leafs are all in, and they're ready to pay the price for a legitimate shot at glory. What are your thoughts, Leafs Nation? Is Blake Coleman the veteran presence we desperately need to solidify our center depth and finally make a deep playoff run? Or is the cost too high? Let us know in the comments below. And if you're as excited about this potential move as we are, hit that like button